Medicare covers quite a few things, but it doesn't cover dental. And here to talk with me about that is Jay O, author of Maximize Your Medicare. Jay, welcome.
Thanks for having me, Bob.
It's a pleasure. So, a lot of folks have a misconception about what Medicare covers and what it doesn't. Oftentimes, they think it might cover dental, but it doesn't. And tell us more about that and what people can do about it.
I get this question professionally all the time, which is that people either when they're turning 65 and learning about Medicare, when they're retiring from an existing job where they have received healthcare benefits, which may include dental and vision, they'll have this question because, as you may know, dental is important for everyday health. In addition to that, receiving dental services can be very expensive. You're absolutely right. Original Medicare by itself does not include dental services. Prior proposals to include dental services inside original Medicare have to date failed. As a result, for persons on original Medicare, you would have to think through what your possible set of options would be. It is complicated because of the fact that dental insurance by itself is not only has a cost, but there are limitations and misunderstandings about how dental coverage works. Generally speaking, I tell people that if they are retiring from an employer and if they have access to employer sponsored benefits, that if there's a way to extend those dental benefits even beyond the time that they're not covered by their health care benefits, that it's at least worth the question to find out. Because one of the limitations on dental insurance generally is the fact that there is a waiting period, meaning a 6-month, a 12-month period before major dental work is covered at all. And these are the kind of nuances that surprised many people after the fact. They didn't understand that dental was covered. They believed that it would just continue to go and proceed as if they were covered by their employer. The company can even be the same company, but actually it's quite different.
What about for folks who choose to purchase Medicare or enroll in Medicare Advantage plans? What about them?
It's an excellent question, Bob. And I do think that the inclusion of dental and vision benefits inside of Medicare Advantage is one of the reasons that people do choose Medicare Advantage. Generally speaking, you can find Medicare Advantage plan with embedded dental and vision benefits, limited ones, but still present, meaning preventative services being included inside of many Medicare Advantage plans. In addition to that, many Medicare Advantage plans offer an enhanced package, one that you would pay a monthly amount for, but would, for example, raise the maximum benefit amount. It could possibly waive or increase the amount of coverage if you had very serious dental coverage needs. And for me, probably the most important aspect of accessing dental coverage through Medicare Advantage is the fact that there's an absence of a waiting period. Meaning, just as I said, one of the limitations of dental insurance privately purchased on an a la carte basis compared to Medicare Advantage is that embedded dental inside of Medicare Advantage doesn't have this waiting period, which can be a long time. Like I said, 6 months, 12 months, time that somebody could have used, major dental coverage and their services.
Let me go back to original Medicare for a second. For folks who have original Medicare and then decide to buy a Medigap policy, do any of those Medigap policies cover dental?
In some instances, I think the way I would describe it is competitive forces have created this situation where Medigap carriers may be able to offer discounts on dental services or may be able to attach lower premiums to extra dental services, for example, if that carrier happens to be also a provider of dental insurance, for example. That's an instance. Medigap carriers have aligned with certain dental insurance coverage carriers to offer discounts as well. Again, this is not systematic. If this is one by one, a person would have to squint and do quite a bit of research in order to identify whether or not that's at a price point and a coverage provides coverage that fits that person's needs.
And you're fond of noting that the one constant is change in the world of Medicare. There have been proposals over the years where lawmakers have proposed the possibility of adding hearing, dental, and vision to original Medicare. Those proposals have gone nowhere, but any thoughts about the prospects of those becoming the law of the land someday?
I think it'll be difficult, candidly speaking, because of the fact that inside of these types of services is the ripple effect, meaning that if you simply said that dental insurance would or dental coverage inside of original Medicare would have to exist, then the question is going to be what's the Part B deductible going to be? What is the co-insurance going to be? Or how are all the other mechanics going to work? I don't think it's that simple. And then, of course, we've got all of the machinations regarding the fiscal situation in the United States. And as a result, there's going to be a very complicated soup of issues to try to resolve.
Yeah. Of course, we were able to at one point to get Part D enacted, but that was a different kind of time and day, I think, in the world of the U.S.
Right. It has been complicated. It doesn't look like it's going to cease anytime soon.
No. All right, Jay. As always, we've covered a lot of ground. Anything we missed, or just bears reemphasizing?
No, I think that's it for today, Bob.